Voice is clear. Voice is clear, Mr. Rajshekhar.
Good evening, sir. Clear, sir, voice.
Yeah, okay. For 2 minutes. Just wait 2 minutes. Other two people will also join. We'll start.
MacBook தான் நான் வந்து இது
Hello?
Continue, Bhaiya.
Yeah, hello.
Sir, that is an mail ID is wrong.
Venkat, 1 minute.
I, yes, yes, that's correct. Thank you.
After the class, I will send. Okay, let's start.
I have a doubt, Srinivas. I have seen your mail about the recorded lectures. So, will you be not providing us the current lectures which we are attending, or is that only the old videos?
Latest videos only. That is my self videos I did, and I 1 week back videos. Those are all I recorded and I uploaded.
Uh, are you speaking like I can't hear you.
Are you hearing me? This is those are non-recurring.
நான் சரி யாரையுமே அந்த மாதிரி நான் பேசவே மாட்டேன். அது ரொம்ப tough.
Hi Teja, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
One back only.
So,
So
sorry.
so one back videos only. Those are not old. One back videos. 1 week back.
Oh, okay.
Not old. Latest only.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, so we won't get these videos, right? What we're attending.
Sometimes these videos are not recording properly. Sometimes are recording, sometimes are not recording. That is the reason I did all the videos serially and I uploaded. Okay. Now today's session. So we are going to start the basic class of. Yesterday we completed RHL 7 installation. So pre-installation steps we are going to see. Power on the machine. RHL 7. So like this the window will come, enter. See, everybody is installed.
Yes.
Operating system, okay. So always log in as a root user. Otherwise, whatever the commands we are practicing, permission denied errors will come. So we have to give the root password. Administrator account is root. So whatever the password you given at the time of installation, give that password, then practice the commands, whether they are basics or normal commands. Sorry, normal commands or administrator commands. So this is also license information. Select this one. Accept license agreement. Done. Click on finish configuration. This only question will ask. This is the K dump. Click on forward, kernel dump. Prefer to register at later time. Finish. So already we created a normal user account at the time of installation of OS. But RHL 6 after installation of OS we created. Okay, here click on not listed. So Siva, if you log in as a Siva user, it is a normal user account. Click on not listed. So username root. Next. Give the password I given Red Hat. Sign in. So like this, the desktop will come. So right click on the desktop. So you can open the terminal, same like RHL6. So right click, open terminal. Now here you can check present working directory /root/test, same like RHL6 only. Everything is same except some commands. Now ls, no files or directories. So go to the home directory, command is cd. Now we are in the home directory. So this is yesterday we given command. What is the to see the OS? Command is uname. To see the host name, command is host name. To see the IP address, command is ifconfig. So these are just I am giving some commands. So to check the date, command is date. To check the calculator, command is calendar, command is cal. So like this we can use the commands. Now we are going to discuss about, so what are the users in Linux? See, types of users in Linux: super user or root user. Having all privileges, it can perform each and every task on the server. So we logged in as a super user, nothing but a root user. So you can also create normal user accounts in Linux having no administration privileges. He can execute only normal user commands which are allocated to it. So whatever the commands we allocated in bin directory, those commands only they can use. Sudo users. So sudo users also nothing but a normal users, but they can have some administrator privileges. So who can give that administrator privileges means administrator only can give some administrator privileges to the normal user, nothing but a sudo user. That is the reason you can use sudo, and whatever the commands I given the tasks, you can run the tasks. Next, what is shell? So shell is the interface between user and kernel. So shell is nothing but a command checker or command interpreter. Most of the shells are developed in C language. Shell identifies whether the user is a super user or normal user are a pseudo user. Okay, next Linux supports all shells. So any Unix operating system or any Linux flavor supports all shells. But entry point of view, they will ask the question, what is the default shell of Linux? So the default shell of Linux is bash, born again shell. So the default shell of Solaris and HP Unix, SH, born shell. The default shell of IBM AX Unix, KSH, Corn shell. C shell generally allocated to C programmers. So SH plus KSH plus CSH equal to bash. So whatever the features in SH, whatever the features in KSH and CSH, so all combined into bash shell. So bash shell, the default shell of Linux, remember the default shell in Linux is bash. You can also switch into different shells. We are going to see how to switch between the shells. Next, what is kernel? So kernel is the interface between shell and hardware. Kernel is nothing but a core operating system. Every operating system contains kernel and it will communicate directly to the hardware. So it converts HLL, high level language, to low level language and low level language to high level language. This is the work of kernel. And already we discussed Windows operating system identify the files with the extension names. But Linux will not support the extension names. But how the Linux operating system identify the files? So the Linux operating system can identify the files with type of files. So types of files here, hyphen refers as a normal file, dot refers as a hidden file, B refers as a block special file, L refers as a linked file, S refers as a socket file, D refers as a directory file. See, here they are technically using the word directory file because in Linux each and everything will treated as a file. So even we are technically we are calling as a directory, but operating system level, each and every device and each and every peripheral, each and everything in Linux is a file. So that is the reason they are giving directory file. So P means piped files, C means character special file. Like by using the symbols and characters, we can identify the Linux operating system. So how to see, how to identify, we are going to see by using the commands. And we can have, this is the command they will ask in interview, how do you know your system display information? How to see the system information, this is important. So you as a Linux administrator, you have to know what is your system information. In Windows you can go to the accessories or something, there is a system information, complete hardware information, and what is the operating system bit, which operating system we installed. So everything the system information will ask. So in Linux also they will ask the question, how to see the system information, what is the command? That is uname. So uname is a single command, but uname command has many options. So this is very important in Linux. Command is only one, but the command has some options. Uname -a. So one by one we are going to see. I will show you. So uname, just a command. So already I showed you Linux kernel. Uname -a all. So here you cannot understand what is this is Linux. I am understanding. This is local host or local domain. This is host name. What is this? They will ask the question. What is this? what is this. So everything individually we can see. So uname hyphen n node name. Node name is nothing but a host name. Uname hyphen s. See, OSC here options are there. Everything they will ask the option. Uname hyphen s kernel name. Uname hyphen n node name. Uname hyphen a all. Uname hyphen r kernel release. So they will ask what is the command to see the kernel release. Uname hyphen r. So 3.1.0.0 is the kernel release. Uname hyphen v kernel version. So Monday hash 1 SMP Monday May 5th 2014. So they developed the kernel. That is the information they will ask. And uname hyphen m machine architecture x86 underscore 64 bit. Uname hyphen I see uname hyphen P processor architecture. Like that, if they will ask any question, you have to give the answer. Uname hyphen P processor hyphen I hardware platform. Uname hyphen O operating system. Like that, any one option they can ask. Uname hyphen O GNU Linux. So like this. See, uname hyphen A, uname hyphen N node name, uname hyphen S kernel name, uname hyphen R kernel release, uname hyphen V kernel version, uname hyphen M machine architecture, uname hyphen I hardware platform, uname hyphen P processor architecture, uname hyphen O OS name. See, any one they will ask you how to give the answer. If you give the proper answer, they can go for the next command. If you give any wrong answer, what is the command to see the kernel release? If you are not giving the answer, they will ask me what is the command to see the node name? What is the command to see the kernel name? What is the command to see the machine architecture? What is the command to see the processor architecture? Here only they will ask all the options. If you give right answer, they can go for next question. So if you give wrong answer, in this command only all options they will ask. So carefully you have to remember all the options. Next, ls commands. See, just now we seen the command ls. So just it will give files and directories. But ls command, see how many options are there. ls-a, it will display all hidden directory files, normal files. ls-v, d directories. ls-m, display with commas. ls-r, reverse order it will display. ls-capital Q, quotations. ls-capital R, recursive mode. Recursive mode means main directory. In that main directory, whatever the subdirectories are there, in that subdirectories, whatever the files are there, that like a tree structure it will display. ls space hyphen s, size of files and directories. ls hyphen I, inode numbers. So an inode number is nothing but a file. System administrator can understand the files with names, files and directories with names. Kernel can understand the files and directories with numbers. So how to see that numbers, they will ask the question. So ls hyphen I. How to see the size of the files or directories in human understandable, like MBs, KBs, like that. ls space sh. So how to see the files and directories created by a latest modification time. So sort by modification time. ls-l display all the files and directories with 9 fields of output. So generally we are going to use compulsory this command ls-l. So it will display 9 fields about your complete file. Now we are going to see the options here. ls. Generally it will display RHL6 start just I am starting RHL6, it's taking too slow. RHL7. So ls space -a hidden files and directories. See, I'll see. So ls, just ls, it shows normal files and directories. ls-ac dot bash underscore logout dot bash underscore profile dot bash rc dot cache dot config dot chrc dot dbus, like so. Before the file or directory, if dot is there, that is a hidden file or directories. Normally they will not show you. When you give the command ls-a, then only they will display. Then ls- r reverse order. So A to Z, Z to A, reverse order it will display. ls-t most modification time. See, frequently used command real times I am explaining you. R they will use frequently, T they will use, and ls-sh human understandable size 4 KB, 0 bytes, 0 bytes, 0 bytes, 4 KB, 0 bytes, 0 bytes, 0 bytes, 0 bytes. Now ls-m with commas. See, ls space is compulsory. ls space hyphen capital Q in quotations. ls hyphen IE. See, inode numbers. Every file has and directories has inode numbers. So what is inode? They will ask the question in interview. An inode is nothing but a file understandable by the kernel. System administrator can understand the files and directories with names, but kernel can understand the human level language, machine level language. That is the reason it will understand the files and directories with numbers. So those are nothing but a inode numbers. Okay, next. So these are the ls commands. So last command we are going to see, I will explain this command completely. You have to remember ls space -l. So it will display like this. So fields, first field you have to see hyphen. So just now we discussed Linux operating system identify the files with the type. Hyphen means normal file. D means directory file. So like while we are working, we can get L linking files, socket files, character special files. So by seeing the first column, so you can understand the file is which type. So see the next portion. These are permissions. So what the files have the permissions: read, write, read, read. So three portions the files permissions are divided. First portion, read, write hyphen, that is for owner. Read hyphen hyphen, that is for owners group. Again read hyphen hyphen, that is for other groups in the server. So second portion, file permissions. Next third portion you can see here, numerical number 1 2 2 2 1 2 2 2 2 2. See, by default when the file is created, one link is created to the system. For directory by default 2 links. File only 1 link. These are the links. So in our basic classes we are going to discuss about the linking files. Then by seeing this number, that file has how many links we can understand. And this is the owner of the file. Fourth field. This is owners group. Fifth field. Next, the number of bytes used by the file. Sixth field. And the date and time when the file is created. This is the date and time when the file is created. So simply sometimes they will ask the question, how do you know when the file is created? Date and time, ls-l. What is the command to see the owner of the file? ls-l. What is the command to see the permissions of a file? ls-l. So what is the command to see the file type? ls-l. So what is the command to see the number of links of a file? ls-l. See, by in ls-l command, we can have number of questions. So 9 questions they can ask. So last one is file name or directory name. So this is the ls-l command. So always we have to check these commands, and also we can use the combinations like ls-l means list of the files, t most modification time, or reverse order. So depending upon the requirement we can use. So we are giving show the full list and most recently modified time and reverse order, like different combinations. ls-l sh means size, understandable language. So it shows the size here. So like this. So as ever wish, we can use the combinations of command. Now creating files and directories. So we have 3 commands in Linux. First one is touch. Second one is cat. Third one is VA editor. So these 3 commands we can use to create the files in Linux. So first we are going to discuss about touch command. By using this command, we can create n number of empty files. N number of empty files. So 100 files, 200 files, 300 files, you can create. Only empty files. We can also change the time stamping of a file. So time stamping means, for example, I created a file 1 month back, but I want to modify the time. So today I created the file. So I can use touch command. So without disturbing your data, the timestamp will change. So this is generally we are going to for in backup environment. So 6 months or 5 months back, I taken backup of some important files. So I want to restore now, but to today's date I have to restore them. Then by using touch command, you can make it. The files are created like today only. So that is the reason we are going to use touch command. Next to cat. So by using cat command, just a minute. So cat, by using cat command, we can create file, comma, writes the data and append the data. Append means adding. Append the data. But we cannot modify the data. We cannot modify the data or delete the data. See, by using cat command, you can create file. At the same time, you can write the data. So you can add the data. But whatever the data you created in the file, so if you do any mistake, spelling mistake, whatever it may be, you can't do anything. So you cannot modify, you cannot delete the existing data by using cat command. Next, so 99% we are going to use the command vi. This is the main command, virtual editor. By using this command, we can create file, comma, writes the data, comma, modify the data, and delete the data. So 99% we are going to use this command because open the file, go to last line, go to middle of the line, remove the character, replace the character, delete the lines, copy the lines, paste the lines, go to last, like this. So any configuration in Linux, we have to open the file by using the command vi. So this is very important file. So 3 commands we have in Linux to creating files. Touch is the command to create n number of empty files. We can also change the time stamping by using the command. So cat is the command. We can create the file. At the same time, you can write the data. You can add the data, but to existing data you cannot modify. You cannot delete. vi, virtual editor, by using this command, you can create the file. You can write the data. You can modify the data. You can delete the data. Now we are going to see practically. See, in Linux, paths are very important. Without understanding the paths, where you are creating files, where is your file is located, we cannot understand. So path is important. I will explain now. So first we have to run the command pwd, present working directory. We are in the desktop. Go to cd. So wherever you are, if you give the command cd, directly you can go for your home directory. So what is our home directory? /root is the system administrator home directory. So ls, this is the command to see the files and directories. Now I am going to create the files in relative path. Relative path means where you are. Where you are now, you are in /root. So creating the files in our home directory or any current directory, that is the relative path. Not only your home directory. If you change any directory, if you are creating the files there, that is relative path. So current directory is relative path. So my current directory is /root. So touch F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6. So touch is the command to create a number of empty files. Like this, you can create the files. Enter. Now I want to see whether the files are created or not. Command is ls. See, files are created. F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6. Next, touch. For example, G brackets open 1 dot dot 10. Enter ls. See, at a time I created 10 files. 1 to 10, G1, G2, G3, G4, G5, G6, G7, G8, G9, G10. Like 1 dot dot 100 files will create. So like this is the syntax to create a number of files. So previous one by one I given F1, F2, F3, F4, F6 like this. Here I given starting with G, create 10 files. So like this also you can create the files. Now creating the file in destination path or absolute path. Absolute path means you have to tell the path where you want to create. So I want to create the file in touch/home/apple. So at the time of installation of Linux, we given the directory /home. Under /home, I created the file apple. Enter. Now I want to see the file apple. So what we have to do? So somebody they will do what is the command to see the files and directories ls. But here it will not display apple because apple is not created here. So apple is created somewhere. What is that somewhere? I given the path. This is absolute path. So I given the path, create the apple file under /home directory. So now I want to check whether apple file is created or not. Go to home directory. Now change the directory cd/home. Now you can check pwd. Your present working directory is now /home. Now you are in /home. Now you can check under /home which files are directories ls. So under /home, just now we created apple. Bharat is a home directory. Yesterday we created the user at the time of installation of Linux. Automatically it creates home directory. So apple file just now we created. So this is absolute path. So where you want to create, you have to tell the path, not only /home. So when you are practicing, you can create number of directories. So you can create files. Next, I am under /home. Now I am creating another file, touch/abc. Now where this file is created, give the command ls. It is not created here. I given the path. Which path I given? /. What is /? / is the operating system directory in Linux. Under /, I created a file abc. See, wherever you are, you can create the file in anywhere, but you have to tell the path. So the path is important. Now I want to check the file. Go to cd/. Now check the present working directory. You are under /. This is the main directory. Give the command ls. See here abc is created. Now here see bin directory is there. This is the OS directory. Boot, dev, structure of Linux using etc, home directory, lib directory, media directory, opt, root. Our home directory also located under / only, var directory, usr. This is the main directory in Linux. So under root only we have the structure, complete structure. But administrator home directory is root. So wherever you are, if you give the command cd, now you can enter into your home directory. So like this, you can create the files wherever you are. You can tell the path, you can create the file. Now what we did, we created one file under /home. We went there, we given the command ls, we check the files and directories, and also we created another file under /. We went into / directory. I checked the files and directories, but I don't want to go to home directory. I don't want to go to / directory, but I want to check the files and directories. which are located under /home or /. So this is checking the files and directories in absolute path, ls. I am not going to /home, just to give the path /home. So it will show under /home, Apple is there, Bharat is there, last place found is there. But previously, by using the cd command, we changed the directory, we went into home, we check the files and directories. Now I am in my home directory only, I can check the files. Next, ls/. I am not going to main directory / from sitting from my home directory only, I am checking the files and directories. Like this also you can check the files and directories. If you go there, you can check. If you don't want to go there, give the command, give the path, it shows. So this is touch command. Next, cat. So cat space greater than output. Where you want to store? File name is orange. This is my first cat file. Hello, how are you? Something. So I opened the file by using the command cat space greater than space file name. I written some data. So after completing writing the data, I want to save this file. To save the file, command is Control D. D for Delhi. Control D. So now check the data. Cat space file name. So to see the data in a file also, command is cat. So cat space file name. So this is the data. See that to check the data, to see the data, you have to remember the command cat, whatever the file. Check the users, cat file name. Check the groups, cat space file name. Check the configuration file, cat space file name. Open the file, vi. So like that. Now I want to append the data. So this is the data. You cannot modify the existing data. We can't do whatever the data we written, but you can add the data. To append the data, cat space double greater than. So if you forget to give double greater than, if you give only single greater than, the previous data will gone, new data will come. So I want to keep my previous data, I want to add the additional data. So cat double greater than file name. Some data I am writing. After writing the data, save the file. Control D. Cat space file name. See, data is appended. But existing data we can't do. For that, we are going for vEditor. Now, to see the number of lines in a file, cat space -n file name. So 11 lines are there total. So like this cat command, create the file, add the data to see the number of lines. And now output redirection. This is very important command in Linux. Output redirection, we are going to use so many Linux commands output. So first, that is the reason in cat command only I am explaining how the data is going to be stored in output file. So cat space file name. What is this command? It shows the data of a file on the terminal. So in terminal it is printing. So the data, which data is located on orange file, it printed on terminal. Now what I want to do, I don't want to get the output on terminal, keep it on some other way, in some other place. So this is nothing but output redirection. Cat space. So orange, if I press enter, data will show. I don't want to get the data showing on my terminal. I want to keep on some other file. File name banana. So banana is not there, automatically it creates. Whatever the data in orange file, I don't want to get the output on the terminal. I want to print the output in banana file. Enter. Now check the banana file. So same data, the output is located here. Check the orange file. So whatever the data in orange file, I redirected to banana file. Now both files data, orange file data, banana file data, I want to keep in mango. See, multiple files data I want to redirect. Another file, mango. Now check the mango. Orange data, banana data located under mango file. See, both files data. So multiple files data, cat space, orange space, banana space. Like if you have number of files, you can give greater than space, file name mango. If mango is not there, it creates mango. So some doubts we can have. If already mango is there, if already some data in mango is there, in that time, how to we can add the data? That time you have to use double greater than. For example, already mango is there, already some data is there in mango. I am adding this orange data and banana data in mango. But if you are giving a single greater than, whatever the existing data in mango will go, so orange banana data will come. So, but I want to keep mango data as well, orange banana data, you can use double greater than. Double greater than means existing data, it will keep it same and add the additional data. Remember this point also. If you forget to give single double greater than, if there is a data in mango, it will go. So this is the cat command. So if you want to modify, delete, whatever it may be, we are going to use the command vi space file name. For example, mango I am giving. See, the file will open. Now go to last line, escape shift G, insert a new line, escape O, write the data. See, I am adding the data. So go to middle of the page, escape shift M, delete 5 lines, escape 5 DD, 5 lines will delete. So delete a single line, escape DD, copy a line, escape YY, P, paste the lines. Like, see, 99% we are going to use the command V8 only to save the data, escape shift colon WQ, write and quit. So we have number of commands in V8. So V8 we are going to discuss in our next class. So if you have any doubts, please ask me. I will send this document to here we have see here we have this document. I will send ls commands and v8 commands also. I will send vi space file name, escape I, insert mode, escape yy, line copy, escape 10 yy, 10 lines copy from the cursor, escape dd, delete a line, escape 10 dd, delete 10 lines, escape p, paste the line, escape shift d, delete end of the line from cursor, escape o, insert a new line, shift o, insert a new line above the cursor, escape r, one character replace. This document I will send to your mail IDs. Rajesh, tell me, Rajesh. Rajesh, do you have any question?
No, I don't have any questions, Srini.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sir, tomorrow no class, Saturday and Sunday. What you have to do tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, you have to see the installation process of RHL 6 and 7. Now, what the commands, whatever the document I am going to send, you have to read the document. What are the users? What is shell? What is kernel? What types of files you have to understand? And uname commands you have to practice 1 or 2 times because you have to remember uname -r release, uname -s kernel name, like you have to practice. And ls commands also, number of options here in this document, the options will come. So one by one you can check and practice. Hands-on practice is very important. Then you can easily explain in interview. Okay,
sir.
Okay, the next class, yeah, tell me, Giriraj.
Yeah.
I
No.
think Rajesh.
Rajesh, you can see.
Sorry?
I think Rajesh asking something, sir.
Yeah, Rajesh, Mr. Rajesh asked me.
No, this is Sai Teja.
Sai Teja, yeah, tell me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a doubt. So till now, all the lecture links we are getting, like, we have registered previously till date.
Yes.
So
Yes.
going further, how we are going to get a link to the meeting?
So, next new link will come tomorrow, day after tomorrow to you.
So you will be sending, or the Durga Soft will be sending?
Durga Soft, they will send link for 15 days again. Next continuous.
Okay, okay,
You can get the link on Sunday or Monday morning.
okay, okay.
The new link will come. So tomorrow is the expire is there, last link expire. So new link will come to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Giriraj,
Sir,
Mr.
then,
Giriraj.
yeah, yes, sir. Then tomorrow we don't have class, na? Tomorrow and day
Yeah,
after tomorrow.
day after tomorrow, Monday to Friday
Okay.
classes.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Okay. Okay, thank you all. So today make it installation practice, and whatever the commands, touch cat command, and you have to understand ls command, uname commands. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right.